don't. I would be a spectacle.
You're already a spectacle. Put your arms on the edge of the bath.
I thought the music in particular really contributed to why the mood and the tone of the piece ended up working so well for me. At least I like the opening with the bathtub. I thought that the setup was really interesting. They just had a lot of striking images throughout the piece. There was the bathtub. There was the sequences later on with some very sleek editing. There was this image I think with her putting on the dress of the body that looked like a dead body, putting on the dress. I thought that was also quite striking. There's a lot of sort of very dark undertones with the piece that I thought matched the sort of like laid back Mustang that appeared to be on the surface of everybody being sort of excuse me, being sort of from a certain level of class or wealth or luxury, or trying to seem that way. And I thought that the piece had a lot of interesting ideas about sort of beauty, money, and a class that are sort of the subtext of the dynamic between the two women. So I ended up enjoying it. Thought it had a great dark edge that I tend to like, and I thought that visually in particular, even if the narrative wasn't super clear or super cohesive in terms of act breaks or anything like that, I thought it had a really great sort of energy and vibe that sort of contributed to like the thematic idea that allowed you to sort of project what was going on within the characters' heads and allowed you to find the piece to be interesting in ways that you might not expect. So I thought it was well done overall.
A breakup is really the best thing because this was a very controlling partner who was all acting like doing for the art for it. You don't see a lot of LGBTQ films where they leave toxic relationships. They're manipulated into staying with them. So I like seeing a healthy end to a relationship where they realize a partner realizes they're being abused and manipulated and won't stand for it anymore. It's a refreshing twist. It's something that needs to be shown more, that you can see abuse and you can walk away from it, which makes this film stand out amongst films within the genre, because it doesn't. There's a lot too many movies where people stay with their toxic partner, and to walk away from it makes this film really stand out.
This is very artistic from the beginning. Even the title sounds alluring. I love this scene with the bathtub and the background music while she's enjoying some wine and somehow being stalked by this person and a camera. I love the flickering photo effect. It was very poetic. I really like that visually. It looks great. The mystery behind the story of these two individuals. Are they deriving pleasure from exposing the images and the humiliation and the vulnerability? Is this some sort of torture and interplay in the relationship? It was just very cryptic. I had a great time in de-entangling what's going on, and that twist at the end, it was so refreshing.
Portraying a very interesting and toxic relationship, and this relationship ending, which is also really great, a really great ending. I think there's a lot of complexities within these two characters and their relationship with each other. I think these two actors do a great job of portraying this toxic relationship and the lead up to calling it all off. I think there were some interesting shots in there, and I think it was definitely some interesting subject matter with a really great ending. Anytime like the bad stuff ends, you got to commend that. So very, very well done piece.
I instantly appreciated the attention to detail and the setting choices, the costume choices, the makeup, all these small visual detail elements which really brought the story together, and I think also juxtaposed the characters' reality and relationship with their visual environment. I found myself really curious about the backstory between all three characters, really curious of what that was, and I found the ending to be satisfying given the context of the short film.
A very tense and uncomfortable watch, and I think the reason why is because it tackles a lot of elements that you see in toxic and abusive relationships. Gave off a lot of narcissistic vibes of essentially abusing her partner, but then gaslighting her and spinning it around, essentially trying to get her to believe that this is what she wanted, even though she was drugged without consent. The pictures of her being drugged were then posted publicly for the world to see. An old partner was brought up or brought back into the frame, and then the two of them started essentially teaming up to bring her down. I'm very happy that that message of, if you see the signs, get out of there. But I think what makes this so uncomfortable is that facade of love, that facade of kindness. The opening is very cute, very romantic, but something about the music, something about her behavior is just off. Something's screaming that there's danger lurking around the corner, and you don't realize what that danger is until you realize that she was drugged.
I wrote down the line, "You're not tired, you just need to be awoken." And the line, "touche." Those are my favorite lines, and it was really nice editing throughout. Nice close-ups and camera work. I do like the fact that the person stood up for themselves and got away from the situation. Everything, the acting, the camera work, the production, quality itself was really good. The casting was good as well. The editing, just everything about it was well done. So great job to you guys.